Day, what is it, 28 now of the 75 hard. I've done my second workout of the day. I just got back from the shower at the gym, so it's about 12:40 at just past midnight now. Later than I would like because I need to work in the morning, but it's okay. Still showing up, still getting it done. I felt a slight sickness coming on, but I'm not letting it happen. Quite literally, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just saying no. I don't have time for that. So, no thank you to the sickness. I need health, and that is keeping me healthy. I'm not getting sicker. It's weird, but it works. I've done the diet today. I have almost drank my water. I've got about 200 milliliters to go. Haven't read my 10 pages of my book. What I wanted to talk about was what it's like being a man. And this is a big topic, but I just want to touch on something that, particularly for me as a Western white male, there is no ritual or rite or ceremony or indication of when you become a man. And it's like you quietly know that, but the things that come with it are, what it's like is you grow up and you're a boy. You are a boy. Everyone sees you as a boy and you go about life doing your things, and until one day someone calls you a man and you go, like, what? And at that point in your life, at that point in my life, all I saw as far as what man was power. I thought men had power and control and responsibility over things I didn't know what, but I just knew they had responsibility. I had no idea as a boy what men struggle with. My dad and I don't talk. He's pretty non-communicative, in the way that he's been a policeman for the majority of his life. And I think because of that role, he's kind of gone mute about his experiences. I think he's walled up because there's a lot of hurt and probably a lot of trauma that he's been exposed to that he's not ready or willing to process. So he's been walled up my entire life. So I've never really gotten to know him intimately. So that's my primary male role model. So I never really learned what it was like to be a man. I grew up from boy, and people started calling me a man, and I didn't understand. And suddenly I was being slapped with consequences for not taking responsibility for things that I didn't know I was meant to take responsibility for. And it gets to the point where you kind of just accept that you're supposed to take responsibility for those things. And again, you don't know what is or isn't true. So the safest choice is just to say yes and take responsibility for that. Yes, take responsibility for that. Yes, take responsibility for that. And then you become so impartial to the people that are blaming you or accusing you of doing X, Y, Z, that you have to take a stance of not being affected by it, by trying to pretend you're invincible, and it doesn't work. Maybe it's because I'm weak that I know this. Like, I don't have, or I choose not to attain such a thick skin that I can keep pushing down the stuff that bothers me. I don't know why, but I just can't allow that. I have to bring it up and I have to process it and feel everything that comes with it. So as far as being a man, or being a woman, or being, whatever you identify as, by being identified as such, you are lumped in with a group of people that also get identified as that, and that to an extent becomes your tribe. You cannot avoid it. And my tribe being white men, we are, as a group of people, perpetrators a lot of the time. We perpetrate a lot of violence and genuinely just really kind of, pretty bad stuff. And I have to accept that I look just like those men that do that. And I'm part of the same demographic in that sense. I am a white man. And I understand that I have to take responsibility for them, that I am part of the same group. Whether I want to or not, I must. And then I need to do my part in rectifying the damage caused by those men. That's a lot for a kid who's suddenly becoming a man. And like I said, there is no clear point. There's no rituals and there's no rites. You just kind of wake up one day and realize people more often than not are referring to you as a man. And I think I'm at that point at 26 where it's like it's irrefutable. Whether fucking regardless of how I feel, people recognize me as man. Now, here's the cool part. Because no one taught me what man is, I get to choose, and I am in the process. This is like a decades-long process. I'm in the process of defining what man means for me, and for me, man is a beautiful mix of masculine energy and feminine energy. I know there are men out there that reject the feminine, but in my opinion, that is weakness, because you are afraid of that side of yourself and you choose to shut it down. I think a strong man recognizes that the masculine needs the feminine and vice versa. It's like men need women to help us understand, and women need men for things that I don't want to get into, because I don't want to get in trouble. But they do. They need each other. Yeah. Anyways. I was going to say something, but I forgot what it was. Weight sitting at 92, which is today. Yesterday or the day before, it was 90.9 or whatever. I feel fucking strong, which is great. Strong and tired. Anyways. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I believe that we as humans have souls, and I think it is very, very limiting to label yourself just man or woman by society standards. Because if you think of souls, and that souls are just, I don't know, whatever the fuck that they're made up of, infinite possibility, because we don't know anything about them. Well, we can make assumptions. But being able to define what man for myself is liberating, which is cool. Anyway, I don't know. Just kind of talking out my ass now. Yeah. Just kind of quietly content, happy, grateful for health, practicing gratitude. And I want to spend more time in silence with myself. Because I'm starting to learn and value what I have to say. Yeah. Anyways. The question, or not so much, it wasn't a question, I remember. It wasn't a question, but the thing from last video was Skyther asking, don't forget me when you win an Oscar. Amen. You and me both on that one. I won't, I promise. Yeah. It's gonna be a journey. Might be 10, 20, 30 years, 40 years from now. But if and when that happens, that'd be really, really cool. Yep. Anyways. In terms of how certain I am that I am going to beat the 75 hard, I'm already starting to pontificate on what comes afterwards and how I can maintain this new headspace and level of discipline that I have attained. So, I'll leave it on that. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 29 of the 75 Hard.